Alright, in this video, we're going to look at a small but extremely powerful function in Python that helps you filter data in a very clean way. And once you see this, you'll realize how much unnecessary code we usually write without thinking. So let's say we are working with two lists. The first list contains the names of products, something like a list of items in a store. And the second list tells us whether each product is available or not, where true means the product is in stock and false means it's out of stock. Now our task is very simple. We only want to keep the products that are actually available, nothing else. So the most common way people solve this, and this is totally fine, is by writing it step by step. First, we create an empty list called something like available products. Then we loop through the product list using a for loop. Since availability is stored in a separate list, we also need to handle indexes carefully. So inside the loop, we check if the value at the same index in the in-stock list is true, then we append that product to the available list. Finally, after the loop finishes, we print the available list. And when we run this code, it works perfectly. We get exactly what we want, a list that contains only the products that are in stock. But here's the thing. If you look at the code, we're doing quite a lot of manual work. We are creating an empty list, managing indexes, writing condition checks, and appending values, all for a task that is conceptually very simple. Keep the items where availability is true. And this is where Python gives us a much cleaner solution. So instead of writing all that logic ourselves, we can use a function called compress from the itertools module. So now, instead of the for loop, we first import compress from itertools, and then we simply call compress by passing two things into it. First, the product list, and second, the in-stock list. And since compress returns an iterator, we just convert the result into a list. That's it. Now when we run the program again, we get the exact same output, the same list of available products, but this time without the loop, without manual index handling, and without extra temporary variables. So what is compress function actually doing behind the scenes? It takes the first list, the data list, and the second list, which acts like a selector. Then it goes through both lists together, item by item. And whenever the selector value is true, it keeps the corresponding item from the data list. And whenever the selector value is false, it simply skips that item. So, in simple words, compress keeps only those elements where the selector is true. And once you understand that, this function suddenly becomes very powerful. You can use it for filtering products, filtering users, filtering permissions, feature flags, configurations, anywhere you have data and a Boolean condition list. So the next time you find yourself writing a for loop, managing indexes, and appending items manually, pause for a second and ask yourself, is there a Python function that already does this? Because in many cases, there is, and compress is one of those hidden functions.